Finding an art style is easier than you think. Like many other artists, I've gone through a shit ton of art styles trying to find something to call my own, but now that I have quite a few art styles that I'm really comfortable with, I realized I didn't need to struggle that much to find my art style, and I'm here to tell you what I did. The first thing you're going to want to do is finding inspiration and something that a lot of people already do. And obviously when you make art, you're going to want to pull ideas from other people's works to replicate in your own stuff. The next thing is experimentation and practice. After figuring out what you want your art to look like, you kind of need to play around with it because you're trying to find your own style, not someone else's. Although you might like the way someone draws, it might not exactly be what you're looking for in your own artwork. And this next thing I'm going to say is super, super important, and it's just to keep practicing. Because how can you experiment if you're not drawing consistently? It's also about getting better at art and developing your skill set. Obviously, if you keep practicing and getting better, then your art will look a lot more like you want it to than if you don't. I know that saying this is really obvious, like no, you need to practice, but I still think it's worth mentioning. It's definitely the most tedious part, but also the most important one. And as you keep practicing, you will feel more confident with your art and art style and more comfortable with your pieces. The third thing is to stop overthinking it. This is a mistake that a lot of people do, and I definitely did this too. I thought way too much about what I wanted my art to look like that I ended up not being satisfied with anything that I was doing. It was only once I realized that it didn't matter that much and I could just draw whatever I wanted that I became way more relaxed with how I saw my art and became a lot more confident. Naturally, you're just going to move your pencil and interpret things and draw them differently than someone else would, so just relax and don't think too much about it. And lastly, don't just confine yourself to one. For example, if you ever feel stuck or tired of your art, you can always switch things around. You can try different mediums, change brushes if you just want to stick to digital. And for example, I do a lot of motion graphic works outside of my digital illustration, and I've dabbled a lot in graphic design and traditional arts. And who knows, you might find something that you never knew you'd end up loving.